The Mongol Empire's military prowess was a driving force behind its astounding conquests. In this episode, we'll explore the military machine that allowed the Mongols to become one of history's most formidable forces. The heart of the Mongol military was its cavalry, renowned for its unmatched skill in mounted warfare. Mongol warriors were expert horsemen and archers, capable of shooting arrows accurately while riding at full gallop. This mobility and firepower made them unparalleled on the battlefield. Mongol horse archers were a distinctive and deadly force. They could unleash a rapid hail of arrows from a distance, retreat quickly, and repeat the process. This hit and run tactic allowed them to harass and weaken enemy forces while minimizing their exposure to retaliation. One of the most effective Mongol tactics was the feigned retreat. Mongol forces would pretend to retreat, enticing the enemy to pursue. Once the pursuing forces were stretched thin, the Mongols would turn and encircle them, launching a surprise attack. This strategy often led to devastating losses for the enemy. Mongol warfare incorporated psychological tactics to intimidate and demoralize opponents. The image of a seemingly endless and disciplined Mongol army, accompanied by their fearsome reputation, often instilled fear in the hearts of their adversaries. This psychological advantage was a potent weapon on the battlefield. While the Mongols were known for their mobility, they were also skilled in siege warfare. They utilized various siege engines, tactics, and a keen understanding of fortifications to overcome enemy strongholds. Mongol engineers and siege specialists played a crucial role in these efforts. After conquering a region, the Mongols would often incorporate the defeated soldiers and people into their army. This approach not only bolstered their military strength, but also promoted a sense of unity among the empire's diverse populations. Effective communication and rapid decision-making were critical on the battlefield. The Mongols employed signal fires, smoke signals, and a highly organized messenger system to maintain clear lines of communication, allowing for quick adjustments to their tactics. Genghis Khan's initial campaigns aimed at unifying the Mongol tribes. He managed to consolidate his authority over the Mongols through a combination of military might and diplomatic alliances, ensuring that the once fragmented tribes rallied under a single banner. One of the earliest major campaigns involved the Khwarezmian Empire in Central Asia. Genghis Khan's diplomatic envoys were mistreated by the Khwarezmian ruler, triggering a full-scale invasion. The Mongols swiftly overran the empire, which resulted in the complete destruction of its cities and infrastructure. Under Genghis Khan's successors, the Mongol Empire expanded into Eastern Europe. The Golden Horde established control over regions in modern-day Russia and Ukraine, leaving a lasting impact on the history and culture of these areas. The Mongols, under the leadership of Genghis Khan's grandson Hulagu, invaded the Khwarezmian Sultanate in Persia. The city of Baghdad, an intellectual and cultural center of the Islamic world, was captured and its libraries destroyed, marking a significant turning point in the region's history. In East Asia, the Mongols conducted a lengthy siege of the fortified city of Xianyang in modern-day China. This siege was a testament to the Mongols' ability to adapt and employ diverse tactics, ultimately leading to their success. The Mongols, led by Kublai Khan, conquered the Song dynasty in China. This campaign not only extended the Mongol Empire, but also resulted in the Yuan dynasty, marking a period of significant cultural exchange. The Mongol conquests reshaped the map of the world, expanding their empire from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. These campaigns influenced the cultures, societies, and geopolitics of regions they encountered, leaving a lasting legacy in their wake. In 1221, during Genghis Khan's campaigns, the city of Nishapur in modern day, Iran fell to the Mongols. The city's inhabitants faced brutal massacres, and its cultural and intellectual heritage was severely affected. The Mongols, led by Hulagu Khan, embarked on a series of invasions into Persia and the Middle East. The Abbasid Caliphate in Baghdad was toppled, marking the end of one of the great Islamic caliphates. The Mongol invasions of the Islamic world led to a significant impact on the region's cultural and intellectual heritage. Libraries, historical texts, and centers of learning were destroyed, resulting in a loss of knowledge and heritage. The Mongol conquests unintentionally played a role in the spread of the bubonic plague, known as the Black Death. The movement of Mongol armies and trade routes facilitated the transmission of the disease between Asia and Europe. The Mongol Empire expanded into Eastern Europe, with the Golden Horde establishing control over regions such as modern-day Russia and Ukraine. The Mongols' influence on these territories shaped their history and culture. The Mongols established diplomatic relations with the West, often through intermediaries like the Italian merchant Marco Polo. These contacts influenced future trade routes and cultural exchange between the East and the West. The Mongol conquests in the Islamic world left a mixed legacy. While they caused destruction and loss of life, they also facilitated cultural exchange, trade, and diplomatic interactions that influenced subsequent developments in world history. After the death of Genghis Khan, the empire faced challenges in maintaining centralized authority. Successive generations of leaders struggled to hold the vast empire together, leading to fragmentation and the emergence of different khanats. Dynastic changes within the Mongol leadership also impacted the empire. Different branches of the family held power in different regions, leading to shifts in the balance of authority and, at times, internal conflicts. As the Mongol Empire spread, it also reinvigorated the cultures it encountered. In areas such as Persia and China, the Mongols adapted to local customs and promoted cultural exchange, leading to the enrichment of art, music, and scholarship. The Mongol Empire left a legacy of increased trade and connectivity between East and West. The exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies along the Silk Road played a significant role in shaping the modern world. The Mongol Empire's influence extended far beyond its decline. The administrative and governance principles introduced by Genghis Khan continued to shape subsequent empires, and their military tactics remained influential. Modern perceptions of the Mongol Empire have evolved. While the empire was initially viewed through the lens of destruction, modern interpretations recognized its contributions to trade, culture, and governance. The Mongol Empire's legacy is global, influencing international relations, trade, cultural exchange, and the development of governance systems. It serves as a reminder of the complexity of historical impact. The Mongol Empire's decline and transformation marked the end of a chapter in history, but its enduring legacy continues to shape the world today. Join us in the next episode as we explore the Mongol society and culture. So, subscribe and like for more.